Hello again, welcome to another update, a long overdue update about the progress of the layout in the loft. A lot's happened since my last update. Last update was last November, I think, when I did an unboxing of the Class 24. Around about that time, shortly after that time, we started to think about perhaps moving house. And obviously once you start to think about moving house, I didn't want to do anything else on the layout because it would seem a bit pointless, so nothing really happened. And we thought about it, and then of course lockdown happened, so we couldn't really do anything then. But since the easing of lockdown, we've started to seriously look for houses, and we've put an offer in, so it looks like we are definitely going to move. But obviously this means I've got to dismantle everything at some point and prepare to move out, because I'm in the loft and it's a bit of a mess at the minute, the loft. But it's all going to have to be packed up, move to a new house. And in a new house there is space for a layout, but I don't know when I'll actually get around to doing it, because there's lots to do. Obviously when you move into a house you want to get it your way, so it could be a long time before I actually get started on another layout. I'm hoping it will be next year, assuming everything goes through. Of course, when you're moving house, when you're buying a house, I'm sure many of you will know, things can go wrong. If everything goes well, it goes smoothly, I would like to think that perhaps next year, towards the end of next year, I might actually get some layouts and trains running on the new layout. So that's why nothing's really happened. Once we thought about moving house, it sort of stopped everything in its tracks. But I'll tell you what I did do before things totally stopped. I'll show you what I did do. I've also got to apologise. I've got two tripods, but I can't find either of the heads for the top, so I can't mount the camera on a tripod, so apologies for the wobbly camera work. But if you've been following my videos, you'll know this was the storage tracks. It's actually covered with perspex at the moment, which was going to be mounted on the underside of the baseboard. But obviously that's not going to progress any further. We had the storage tracks with a reversing loop there, as you can see, coming around. So what I did with the storage tracks, I did one more thing before everything stopped, and that was I put some lights underneath, some of those LED strip lights, and they're very effective. This was to light up the storage tracks area, so I could see what was happening basically when there was manoeuvres. And that was basically the last thing I did on the layout, put the lights in. So the plan was, mounted on the storage tracks, I was going to have 3 GoPros. What I did is I bought old GoPros from eBay, as cheap as I could. Basically I wasn't recording anything, it was to use them as a camera because they're a high quality HD camera, and I have a micro HDMI socket which is really tiny on the side, which is that cable plugged in there. And I was going to mount these alongside the storage tracks so I could tell when locomotives and trains were parked, or where to park them more precisely. That was the idea of that. So I have actually got a couple of GoPros which I'll probably hang on to, because I'll probably end up using a similar sort of thing on the next layout, perhaps, I don't know. The plan was to plug the GoPros into these small monitors so that I can watch the movements. If you see, that's the GoPro that I've just shown you mounted on, well, it's not mounted, it's just resting on the edge of the baseboard, and it gets a pretty good image, and as I said, it's HD as well, so it lets you position accurately the locomotive. That was the plan. I was going to have 2 or 3 of these monitors mounted above my computer. That's the computer there, showing train controller. So that was the idea, so you can monitor parking trains on the storage tracks. Use these little monitors, which some of the guys have used, I noticed. So that's what I was going to do. That's not actually mounted, by the way, it's just resting on the top of my monitor. That was just for proof of concept, as people like to say. If I move over there, you'll see the GoPro looking at the 58. Just about all of my locomotives and rolling stock actually packed away. Not because I was moving, but because doing the storage tracks, I didn't want anything to get damaged, so I packed everything carefully away in boxes because the loft space is an absolute mess at the moment, so I haven't got much out. That's about all I've got on the track at the moment. And that Class 50 I use a lot for testing. It's a great locomotive, it really runs well. The track is absolutely filthy dirty and it still runs well, the 58. It hasn't been cleaned since last November and that runs well. Whereas the DMU doesn't really make it round without stopping because of the dirty track. And since the last update, when I unboxed the Class 24, which is actually over there, I've been buying things still. I've bought some locomotives, some rolling stock. So what I might do is I'll keep doing videos where I can when I've got the time, and I'll show you what I've purchased, because I have actually purchased quite a bit of stuff still. This is one of the most recent purchases. This one, I also got the coach version, which is still in its box downstairs. I was just trying this out on the track, that one there. So I will do some more unboxing videos, if you like, show some of the rolling stock and things I've been buying in the last sort of, well, I think it's 10 or 11 months since the last update. So I'll show you all that, and hopefully I'll do some more videos. I'll also do a video of dismantling this layout, which is going to be a bit sad, I suppose. Never really fulfilled its potential. I will do a video of dismantling it. I'm going to do a few running videos as well. I'll get some locomotives out, put it on the track, clean the track, give a few things a run around before I start to dismantle it. Could be a while yet, because our house isn't even sold yet, so could be a while before it's necessary to take things apart. But it's going to be a big job. I'll just change positions and show you the state of the loft. Right, so as you can see, if I hold the camera up high, there's not a lot of floor space left at the moment. It's very hard to move around, and I've got to pack all this away, tidy up, and leave it just a carpeted space really for the next person. So there's quite a lot of mess on the floor. There's stuff everywhere actually. Makes moving around very difficult, very frustrating. I've never built a layout as big as this before, so I have learned a lot, and I know in my mind things I will be doing and things I won't be doing in future. Right, I'm going to leave it there, short and sweet, just a quick update. Many thanks for people who've subscribed. I have been building subscribers even though I've done nothing for 10 or 11 months, and I have comments. I always try and reply to comments where possible, so many thanks for that. Hopefully I'll try and do these updates more regularly now. It won't be an update on the layout, but I will do those unboxing videos showing you what I've been buying in the last 10 or 11 months. I also I got given a box of wagons and locomotives from someone who used to be in the railways but just isn't into it anymore. I need to go through that. It's always good looking through that sort of stuff, so I'll do that as well. And I also want to go back, if you remember a few videos ago, I'm actually obsessed with taking shots from on the track. I know quite a lot of the people have the cube cams, Polaroid and all the third party knockoffs, but I want to take it a bit further, and I've been preparing a video about what I've been doing with videoing on the track from the locomotive view. So hopefully I'll be able to do that as well. So the intention is to release videos more regularly now from this point, probably up until the point where we move, then I might go quiet for a bit. I also, one final thing, before I dismantle this layout, I would like to do a live running session. I've got some ideas for a live running session. Technically challenging, but I like to do that sort of thing. It's the sort of thing I do in my job, so I want to try and give that a go. Do a live session, perhaps the very last time the layout runs before it gets dismantled. We'll see how it goes though. There's a few technical obstacles to overcome before then. So thanks for watching. I appreciate the subscriptions and all your comments, and take care until the next time. Bye for now.